Hi, so like I said, we got the 4 units today. I took it upon myself to go over the units myself, and I'm making this video because I want to show you how to use the units properly and exactly what we found with the units that came back. All the units are working, so all the units can go back today. So let's start off with the 2 splitters. These are IF splitters. What I'm doing over here is I have 2 signals coming in, 70 megahertz, 80 megahertz. Both of them are coming in and being combined. This is my output from the generators. We're going to use the through just to see the signal on the spectrum. We're at approximately minus 10.7 per tone. Okay, on both signals we're at minus 10.7. Alright, we're looking for a 3 dB drop on the RF splitter itself. So, from the generators, this cable is from the generators. This is coming in directly into the input, the common input. This is going out to the first output. We're seeing 11.3. Okay, 11.3 because we don't have a terminator. Here's the terminator. We're going to put the terminator on the other port. If another unit is being attached here, then you don't need a terminator. And 14.2. Now watch what I'm going to do over here. Just zoom out a little bit. What I'm doing here is I'm attenuating by 10 dB. Okay, and the 10 dB you're going to see it on the spectrum. So I'm just going to zoom out a little bit. Okay, here we go. So 10 dB, we see the tone going down exactly by 10 dB. Another 10, okay. Perfect unit, okay. Let's just go back to the original settings. And now I'm going to switch the ports, okay. So terminator comes out. This one comes onto the top one. We're still at 11.4. I'm connecting the terminator. And exactly 14 point, I'm going to go down 2 notches. That's the first drop, 10 dB. Second drop, 10 dB. Perfect RF splitter. Okay. Same thing I'm doing with the other one. Input to the common. Output. And my terminator. 14.2. 2 clicks. 24, 34, perfect unit. Let's go to the top one. Terminator comes to the top. 14, 24, 34. So these are the 2 RF splitters. Perfect working condition. Okay? There was nothing wrong with them. Nothing whatsoever wrong with them. Now let's go to the receivers. First and foremost, both receivers came without the cap for the optical. The cap has to be on at all times. At all times. Second, this fiber cable was sent with the units. It's a single mode cable. It's got an FC connector. But what is wrong with this connector? This is the wrong connector to use with these units. Why? It's a PC. It's not an APC. APC connectors are green here. If you notice the top, I don't know if you could see it, but I'm going to send a picture anyway. This is angled by 8 degrees. This is polished on the front. Okay? This is the wrong connector. If you're using these types of fiber on this system, it will not work properly. Second of all, I don't know if you saw, I'm going to try to get the zoom in over here. Could you get the tip? Look how dirty that connector is. Do you see the dirt over here? Okay, that's grease or dirt on the connector. That grease or dirt ruined the entire setup. The only thing I did on these units was clean this bulkhead. I took it out on both sides. I took a cleaning kit like this. I just entered and cleaned. That was the only thing I did. Okay? So let me just show you how these units work. I'm going to take out the optical. Alright, so again, remember, we're coming in per tone minus 10. Okay? Minus 10, minus 11. I'm going to take my input signal. I'm going to put it into a standard transmitter for IF band. Okay? That's coming out with light. That light is coming in to this receiver unit. Let's power it up. Let's give it the optical. Okay? And let's give it the RF output. Minus 7. Okay, so there's a gain of around 3 dB. This is my RSSI. RSSI level tells me how much gain I have in the unit. We want it at around 4. If we want maximum, we're going to keep it at 4. You could also check your RSSI. Notice what I'm doing here. Okay? It's a regular DVM. Putting it on DC. You have 2 probes in the front. Okay? These 2 probes, I'm putting it in. There it is. Okay, it's reversed. Let me just reverse that. Ground is on the bottom. That's the same thing. Okay, this is, I'm taking it from the back connector over here. This is what I'm looking for. Now, notice what happens to the RSSI when I play with the gain. Just going to take this out. I'm going to notice over here and notice over here. I could play with the gain and bring it down. Look what happens to my gain. Okay? Bringing it down. Look what happens to my RSSI. Bringing it down, minus 24, 20, 30. Okay? Look at my RSSI. Bringing it down, all the way down, minus 50. Bringing it all the way up. This is unity gain, minus 10. What I put in is what I'm getting out. I could give it some more gain. Minus 7, minus 6. Okay? Perfect unit. Unity gain. I'm keeping it at unity gain now, so the unit's coming back to you. Has a unity gain now. In other words, what you put in is what you're getting out in this situation. Second receiver, same issue. Dirty bulkhead. The fibers were wrong. It was dirty inside. Oh? Okay. One of the technicians also wanted me to advise you. He saw remnants of DC power coming into the unit. In other words, if DC is coming in on this output cable, alright, if this is being connected to a modem that's putting out DC on the same cable, that could also damage the unit. Our unit stopped the damage, but that's not something that you want to do. This is an IF link. IF links do not have the input of the DC. Okay, so on this cable that's going to your modem or to your device, no DC has to be on this. If you could put a DC block, if you could do whatever you need to do. Alright, let's look at this unit. Same idea. We could check the DC in the front, the RSSI in the front. We're at minus 12. Around 3.8 the RSSI. Alright, let's bring it down to minus 10. This is unity gain. Okay, now I could go higher, and then I could go lower. Okay, I'm going lower. See it? And then I'm bringing it up. And that's it. That's the units. All units are working fine. Okay? I'm closing it up. Listen, I'm sending these units back to you. Everything is fine now. this is wrong, okay? If you're gonna show me something like this, okay, that means that you're not using the right connectors, and obviously you're gonna have high loss in the system. I'm gonna send you back some cleaning kits, some tissues, and that's all I can tell you about that. All right, so let's send these back to you as soon as possible. All right, great, thank you.